All right, this is Show Me the Way by Peter Frampton. We're going to start out with a D chord with this particular inversion. Open 7, 7, 5, and our strum is going to be down, down, up, down. So that's 1, 2, and 4. So we got. And what we did is we moved to a 6th fret on the G string right there. So it's like an F sharp minor with a D bass. 0, 6, 7, 5. So we got. Now we're going to go down to this B minor shape. We got 4, 4, 3, 2 on the bottom 4 strings. Now here we have one of these B flats that's like 1, 3, open 3. And we're going to come into the same shape for like a C chord 2 frets above that. So we got. Okay, then we get into a verse. So that intro was. And there's a little talk box solo right there. It's kind of a short solo. So we're going to actually do that 4 full times for this intro. So let's count that in. So 2, 3, and. Talk box solo. Okay, now the verse starts. We're going to do twice as long on the D, twice as long on each chord, basically. So it's kind of like 1 and 2, 3 and 4 at the end of that one. So let's try that verse again. 2, 3, and. Twice on each. We got that B flat for a whole measure, and then we got the walk up to the C. So and 2 and 4. Okay, and then we come through that. Second time through, we're gonna have a slightly different ending. So here would be that second time. 2, 3, and. So we just strum through that B flat twice. Now we're going to have an A7 sus4. So this is open on the A string, 2, open, 3, 3. So 2 bars of that. G. And now we're to the chorus. Chorus is going to be B minor. G. 2 bars each. Back to B minor. Now we're going to go G, 1 bar. And we have this interesting chord, A7, sus 2 and 4. So it's open, 2, 4, 3, 3. So that can be kind of a tough one to get that angle on that. You could do it like this, but it's a little harder to get to quick. So you might practice trying to get it like that. You could kind of just cheat it and go. You could even do like that A7 sus. It has a little bit of a different ring there. Okay, so if we go back to looking at the second half of the verse again, we had the D twice, we had the F sharp minor with D twice, we had the B minor twice, and then we had B flat twice. And then we had that A7 sus4. We had G. And then we got into this first chorus, B minor twice, G twice. B minor twice. G once. And then we had that interesting chord there. Okay, then we're to the short talk box solo, and we're going to have the intro chords again. So let's look at the intro chords. That's where we just do them once. 3, 4, and. Okay, so it's either once or twice on that one on that short talk box solo. It might just be once through those chords. And then we're into another verse. So we're going to have the longer chords, 2 each. Now we'll do the B flat twice, A7 sus, G. Now we're into chorus 2, B minor twice, the G twice. Now we'll repeat that. So this one's gone a little bit longer. B minor twice again. And then we have G, and then we have that interesting chord. We're going to keep strumming on it this time instead of holding it. Okay, now we have the next talk box solo, and we're going to do the verse chords this time. So twice on each chord. We're going to do the B flat twice, A7 sus, G, and then we have the chorus. Okay, now we're into another verse, and it's going to be the second ending. So we're going to just do the B flat twice at the end of this one instead of walking that B flat to C. So we got 3, 4, and. B flat twice, A7 sus, G. Chorus, B minor. So that chorus is going to go 3 times between the two bars of B minor and 2 bars of G. So 3 times through those, then we have 2 B minors again, 1 G, then we have that A7 sus 2 4 again, and then we're back to intro chords, but this time we just hold a G chord at the end. So it was D to that F sharp minor with D, B minor, hold a G, and then we're back to the chorus. I want you. So double B minors, double Gs twice. Two more B minors. 1 G, and then we have that A7 sus 2 4 again, and then we're back to D, like the intro, quick chords, B minor. So this is kind of towards the very end. We're gonna have and 2, don't play on the 1, rest on the 1, 1, and 2 on the B flat, so 1, and 2, 3, and 4. So B flat, you got 1, and 2, 3, and then the C has the and 4. So you got 3, 4, 1, and 2, 3, and 4, and then regular D chord at the very end. All right, so the first little talk box solo in the beginning of the song is going to start in this 7th fret of D string. So you hold that for a whole bar and then 2 more beats of the next bar. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and then we're going 7, 9, 6, 7 on the G, 7, 9 on the D, 6, 7 on the G. Back to the 9 on the D string, and then we're going 7 on the G. We're bending a little half stepper on that 9th fret of the G. Back to the 9 to the 7, We got a 10 on the second string, back to the 7 on the G. So we got. So we have the 10, 7, then 9, 7 on the D. And then we go. Same as before, 7, 9, 6, 7, back to 9. Then we're gonna go. So 7, little bend on the 9, back to the 9, 7, 7. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Okay, little 2 7s there at the end. Then the next solo is going to go, it's going to have a rest on the first half of the first beat. So it's going to be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 6, 7, 9 on the G, 7, 10 on the B. So it's 1. So the next measure there is going to go 8, 10, 7 on the B string, 9, 7 on the G. So we got 1. So you got your da 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 dum 7 9. You got a little bend on that 9 again. You got 7 9 7 on the B string. You got 9 7 7 7. So this whole second one is 1. Okay, and then the third solo is going to go same thing with the rest on the first half of the beat. 1. A little different though, right? So we got 1. Hold that one until the last 8th note of that measure, and you got, it's like a pickup note on that 9th fret of the G. So it's 9, and then 7, 10, 8, 10. And then at the end of that one, the pickup note will be 8. So that's 8, and then we have 7, little 10, 7, 10, 7 twice on the B to that 9. So we got. Now this one is just kind of a typical kind of blues thing. 7, 9, bend it, pull it off. And then we have a quick pull off here. Back to the 7, 9. This new measure goes 9, and then 7, 9, and then 7 on the B, 10, 8, 7. So we got. We kind of hold that one over a little bit, and then we have that same type of a bluesy riff. Quick pull off. Now this 9 holds over a little bit into the first half a beat, so we got, it's almost like you don't play the 1, and then we're going to come in on the and of the 1 again, so it's like 1. So that was a little bend on that 9 again. 9, 7, 10 on that second string, and then 7, 9, 7, 1. Now this new one's gonna go. So 9 bend, 9, 7, straight to the 10, 7, 7, 10, 10. That holds a little bit over, and we go. So we got holding the 10 a little bit, 8, 7, 10, 10, 9, 7 to the 9. So let me take you back through all this solo here. We got 1. So our new thing's gonna be 7, 9, 7, and then 10, 7 on the B. And this measure is gonna go 10, 8, 7, little 10, 8, 7 on the second, 9, 7 on the G. So be sure to look at the tabs, it makes it a lot easier on this. Now this measure is gonna go typical thing there, and then 7, 9, 7, 9, and then we have. So we're not going to do that quick pull off this time. We're going to go 9, 9, 7, 9, 7, 9, 8, 7, 5. So we're getting our flat fifth in there. Big 7 back to 5, and then slide into that 9, and then 7, 9, 7. So this is. And then we end with this repeating lick. Okay, so it's like 4 times of that little bend up and down to the 9 and 7. Little extra 7 there at the end. Okay, so one more time through all these talk box solos. The first one. Okay, the second one, rest on the first half a beat. 1. Okay, third solo, same thing with that rest. 1. All right, show me the way, Peter Frampton. Talk to you all soon.